Mike is a minister. What's the little town? He was a former mayor down there, and he's a minister, and like I say, running for Congress and doing a good job. According to the polls and the papers and all, I got some of the paper out in the car. We're going to show it to him. He just wants to say a few words and tell you a little bit about himself and about his family. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. I appreciate the opportunity to come talk to you for just a few minutes today. And I'll start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I am a Baptist pastor, been a Baptist pastor for a little over 35 years. I've been married to my only wife, Kathy, for almost 38 years. We got married when we were 18 years old. Any of y'all got married that young?
I did.
Okay. I tell my wife, we met in September of 1972, and we got married in December. I tell everybody that she saw me, she had to have me, and nothing would do but to marry me. But if you see her, you're going to find out, you know which one was doing the chasing on that thing. It wasn't her. But we have two sons. Both of them are grown. They're married. One of them is a policeman in the city of Thomasville. He graduated from high school, went to the war in Iraq. He was actually one of the first ones. He was actually the first one to step up on Saddam's front porch over in Iraq. He was an infantry soldier. Came back with a Bronze Star and a Purple Heart. He works now with the Thomasville Police Department. His wife is a stay-at-home mom because they have a 1-year-old son. Just turned 1 this week. My other son is a school teacher up in Clayton, Georgia, up in the mountains. Him and his wife, they both teach school up there. And we have 2 grandchildren from them. One of them is a 6-year-old girl, and the other one is a 4-year-old. That 4-year-old today is his birthday. And when we were going, we were out early this morning. My wife and I were. We had an event in Albany today, raising money to try to keep running in this political race. But we were coming down the road, and we got him on the phone, and we got him on speakerphone, and we sang happy birthday to him. And he got him a new little bicycle, and he was so excited about talking about all that. People want to know, why am I running for Congress? What is it that gets a Baptist preacher involved in politics? Well, it all started, I had somebody from Fox News ask me the other day. They said, what is it that gets you into this race? And I tell them, it's all about my kids and my grandkids. And that's true. It's all about my kids and my grandkids. Last July, I was over in St. Augustine, down in St. Augustine with my family. We were down there on the beach on vacation. We go down there every year to the same place for about the last 25 years, only the family's grown now. It just used to be a few of us, and now there's about 25 of us, but we all go down there at the same place. And we were down there, and I was just enjoying myself, having a good time. But it was in the middle of the talks about the stimulus bills and the bank bailouts and the buyouts and all that, and I got to looking at the rising debt in our country, about how deep in debt we were going as a country. And I started looking at my grandchildren playing around there and wondering what kind of country are they going to have to grow up in. Now, my wife and I got married at 18. We didn't have a pot. Well, you know what I mean. But we both through hard work and getting our education and stuff, you know, we were able to realize the American dream. I mean, we're not rich by any means. If you saw where I live, you would know I live in just a regular old house. But we have been blessed, and I know you know what being blessed means. But we've been blessed through these years. And so I wanted to make sure that our country remains that kind of country where my grandchildren can realize the same opportunities and the same American dream that I have. And so while I was down there, I kind of, the Lord really laid a burden on my heart about running for Congress, about trying to make a difference with our government in Washington, about the fact that I think sometimes they don't listen to us. We try to tell them what we need, and we try to tell them what works in Southwest Georgia, but nobody seems to listen. And so I had a conversation with God down there at the beach last year, and it kind of, you know, the Lord really kind of just said, well, Mike, if it bothers you that much, the direction our country's going in, then get up and do something about it. And so I started thinking about all the reasons why I couldn't. So have you ever done that? When you know the Lord wants you to do something, but then you start thinking about all the reasons I can't do it. You start, well, this reason and that reason and this. I think Moses, when Moses in the Old Testament was the same way. The Lord said, get up and do it. And he said, well, I can't speak or I can't do this. Well, I started all those things I couldn't do. But finally, I decided that I could do something and I could run for Congress. So I'm I'm running against an 18-year incumbent that's been there a long time. I'm running against Sanford Bishop. But I want you to know why I'm running, and that's why I'm running. Because I felt the call really of the Lord in my heart to be in this race. And we've been working hard through the last 15 months. For 15 months, we've campaigned full time. I still preach every Sunday. I preach on Sunday morning, I take a nap in the afternoon, and then we go right back to work Monday morning. And we've been working 6 days a week on this campaign for 15 months, just as hard as we can go. But I believe it's for the good of the country. I really do. I believe this November the 2nd, this election is going to have a lot to say about the future of our country. I believe it's a defining moment about where we're headed as a country for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And I want to make sure that we leave a good country for our kids. You know, some of y'all are older than I am. Some of you are younger than I am. But I'm old enough. I can take care of myself. I can. You know, but